All right, all right, all right. What's going on out there, my people? Welcome to the BBP Live at 8:45. We got none other than the legendary DJ Thump, the turntable assassin himself. What's going on?
How you doing, Queen? It's such a pleasure being on your show. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Thank you for coming on. Man, it is a true honor to have you. I am First, I want to say I have to take a sidebar and address something before we get into this call with brother Rice over here. Atlanta, we had a mass shooting today. I know May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I just want everybody to understand how very important it is if you're having some type of crisis, if you need some type of help, do not at all be ashamed to ask for help. And if you're not getting help where you're reaching out to, don't stop, please. From my understanding, this young man, he's 24 years old. His mother has been crying out for help for quite a while. I'm not that deeply connected to the mental health community in Atlanta yet. Because it's something that bothers me, and I'm going to most certainly step up in that regard. But from what I understand, this young lady has been seeking help for her son and not getting it. And he had a crisis today, and he snapped, and some people got really badly hurt. Somebody got killed. So it turned out bad. It turned out bad. So thoughts and prayers are with all of the families affected. And man, if you need some help, reach out. Going across the
He was,
bottom of the
as,
screen,
as I understand it, he was 24 years old.
24 years old.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Dion Patterson is his name. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. And I'm very thankful that he was actually apprehended and they didn't kill that brother.
Yeah.
Um, as we know, we don't always get the type of justice that we deserve. There was another young man in New York City who was killed by a Marine on the subway train. They said he threatened passengers and he kept saying he was hungry and he didn't have anything to eat or drink. And this man put him in a chokehold for 15 minutes on a subway train, broad daylight, and people watched this man get murdered
Yeah.
because he was hungry. Come on now, is that what our society has come to? I
You
was
know,
sick to my
it's
stomach.
sad. It's very sad that privileged is still among us, being privileged, and we're not privileged. I can
Absolutely.
recall the movie theater shooting, the young guy that was killed, that went and killed people in the movie theater. When they apprehended that young man, he was hungry. Same thing, he was hungry. They took him to Burger
Mm,
King.
the killer of 22 people
The killer, yes, took him to Burger
just
King.
went to
Have
watch
it your way.
Batman.
Have it your way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. When Dylan Roof shot up the church in South Carolina, they took him to
yeah,
get something to eat.
yeah.
Like,
It's almost like they're rewarding the behavior.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Well, we had
but
him in
they're,
cuffs and shackles, so but he wanted something to eat.
yeah,
Okay.
and we even let him supersize it.
Yes, yes, yes. But I just had to address that. I'm going to leave the suicide prevention line. That is actually the mental health crisis line, but it's also known mostly for suicide. But at any time, if you're having any type of mental health crisis, call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 273-8255. Please don't be ashamed. Silence the shame. There's a
We also, if I
movement
may
going
add,
on.
we also
Yes,
have to check on our people.
check
We
on you.
really have to check on our people. Ever since, even before, but this, especially with the pandemic that we just experienced, and everybody being shut down and let go, and losing their jobs, and folks losing their homes, and a lot of people are going through a lot. Actually, is way before the pandemic. There was a recession way before then. So it's just a matter of just calling and saying, "Hey, I'm just calling to check on you," and just talk to them. And you can hear if something's different. You can hear, you can feel, especially if it's your loved ones that you know. So sometimes you just have to call to check on your people. And if they don't sound right, don't be ashamed to call 1-800-273-TALK.
Yes.
Hey, listen, I think something's wrong. I need a welfare check on X, Y, and Z. Whatever the situation it is, listen, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I want to be at no one's funeral saying, "Dang, I should have reached out," or visiting someone in jail because mental illness has caused them to do something crazy and drastic that not only hurt, because we're all affected. You and I are affected. We didn't even obviously. This wasn't the topic of your show today, but we had to address it. So it's affecting us. It's affecting those in Atlanta. It's affecting his family as well as the family of the deceased. There's a 39-year-old woman that was killed, 4 women injured. Looking at it now, 3 patients remain critically ill. And, there's a lot of people involved here. And so please, I touch and agree with you, my queen, that we have to reach out and check on our folks, man, make sure they're all right.
For sure. Thank you for weighing in on that. Whew.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's heavy. It is heavy. So one of the things, and this is apropos to the title of my podcast, is the Blowing Bubbles podcast. And a lot of people, they absolutely. And a lot of people, they like the name. They're like, "Oh, that's catchy. Oh yeah, that's cute. I love bubbles." But literally that was born out of, well, I'll tell you how I got to the name, but me blowing bubbles was a coping mechanism. It started when I just went through something that I could not do anything else about. And my granddaughter happened to leave some bubbles at my house, and I was blowing bubbles. And I tell people, I dare you to try to blow bubbles and be mad at the same time. You cannot do it. It's impossible. Send me a video if you do it. You can't do it. You're going to waste your solution, or you're going to be laughing. And so it's very inexpensive. Like a bottle like this costs like 50 cents. Like, come on, man. You can go get you some bubbles and it all goes away real quickly. And last year when we had the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, the school shooting there, and then the grocery store in Buffalo, I had a Zoom meeting, and my colleagues nationwide, nobody was saying anything after the grocery store. It was like real silent for a couple minutes, and everybody understood the weight of that moment. And one lady broke the silence and said, "That lady looked like my grandma." And she was really hurt. And then she started to talk about some personal things that she was dealing with in her neighborhood. She was having issues with neighbors. And she said, "What is something that you all do to cope when you just can't do anything else?" I said, "Man, I blow bubbles." Everybody went crazy. And that let me know I might have something on my hands. And that's how I came up with the name. I never told that openly until now. Everybody,
I'm glad you shared that with me, because I never saw bubbles that way. Like, for me, as being a DJ, I always wanted, I always keep my equipment away from like water, liquids, or whatever. And I recall just recently, I DJ'd an event. I got nothing.
Oops.
That's all right.
I just logged into Facebook because I remembered that Facebook live participants' comments don't show up on the StreamYard. So you guys bear with me a second. If you can, log in the StreamYard and give permissions for your comments to be seen. Otherwise, they won't show up to me and Thump. So go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I did an event for the cadets, which was like 26 schools. It was their cadet ball. And right by my equipment, like they kept coming to the stage, and I'm like, "Guys, back up, back up." And I was kind of getting irritated. Back up. And so the guy came on stage and he had bubble guns. and he started shooting. Bubbles went everywhere, and like the entire atmosphere just changed. Everyone was laughing and smiling and giggling, and even I, honestly, I was like, you know what, whatever, y'all have fun, whatever. Yeah, Bubbles. I never looked at it like that. Bubbles will change the atmosphere, especially if one just on your nose and just.
Okay, so there's a lot of comments going on in Facebook. I can't see I just logged on to Facebook. I'm trying to be present with my guests, but we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. And so this is totally a freestyle conversation. We don't have a topic. We just gonna talk. Man, this guy got some amazing stuff going on, and I reached out to my brother, like, yo, I really want to talk to you on my podcast. And he's like, sure. So here we go. It's no set topic. If you all have any questions, I'm logged into Facebook now, so I can see the questions. If you have anything you want to ask, YouTube is the best means because the comments will pop up on my computer screen. But let's get it. So, Thump.
Can I go on YouTube?
DJ Thump, the turntable assassin, huh?
I can go on YouTube as well, right? I can go on YouTube as well.
You sure can. And everybody, and I'm real lax at this. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. The Blowing Bubbles Podcast, everything, all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We are everywhere. And blowingbubbles.podcast.com. Thank you very much.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Hi, we good. What up?
We good. What's up, my brother? This is cool. So now I have like 3 different screens. So I'm definitely trying to be here. But my live videos, although my platform is the Blowing Bubbles Podcast, the live at 8:45 on Wednesday is always informal. It doesn't have to have a set topic. Sometimes I do have a topic. But mostly I like to be casual and just chill and talk and get things out. Today happened to be more kind of leaning toward that shooting that happened, but that is not at all. That happened this afternoon, and we didn't talk about that beforehand. We weren't planning on talking about that, but when we were getting ready to go live, I told Thump I wanted to address that. So that's how we got on that, but that's not our topic. We're going to keep it live. We're going to keep it light, and we're going to talk about the greatness that this man got going on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so recently you were bestowed an incredible honor. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Tell me, how did you become the NFL alumni celebrity ambassador? I want to make sure I got the title right. Oh. Beep, 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 beep. Yes.
Yo, it's all in the rapids. So,
oh my goodness.
That
doesn't just happen to anybody, fly by night. This man been putting in work for years. I've been out of Vegas for 10 years, and you were the man then. So
wow. So it's crazy. As you know, I do the morning show on 105.7, Thump in the Morning. And I was expected just to interview Marlon Greenwood, which is a former NFL player. He played linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. He played a little bit for the Raiders. He played for the AFL. And he is the president of the NFL Alumni Association, the West Coast Las Vegas chapter. Mm-hmm. And so I was just going to interview him because they have a lot of things going on. As for me, as you know, I love my community. I love the kids. I love doing things for my community. And I was like, why don't you come on? Let's talk about what you have going on. And they walked into the studio and he had this envelope. He's walking with this envelope. And I'm thinking maybe those are his notes. I didn't think anything of it. He and Vince Bercher came in, and it's on the Facebook page. And they's like, I broke down, man. I was like, yo, like the celebrity DJ ambassador for the NFL Alumni Association and their official DJ. Um, it's amazing that this platform has been given to me because I've always wanted to be in the NFL. I thought, there we go, let's blow them bubbles.
That deserves some bubbles.
I felt as though, I always wanted to be in the league. I was very good in football. I even played on a collegiate level as well as semi-pro. But injuries caused me not to be able to fulfill and pursue my NFL dream. So I went back to my first love, which was music. So it's like, whatever. God has ways of redirecting things. You know what I mean? So it come back in full circle because now I have the shield behind me. I am official. I'm an official family member of the NFL. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I'm still on cloud 9 right now.
I know you are, man. That is so awesome. Okay, we got an echo. One of us has. So what does that role entail?
Well, big shouts out, of course, to Care for Kids. I actually sit on the board. I'm an actual ambassador, so I'm a spokesperson for the NFL Alumni Association. And the Alumni Association basically is for former players, even players that are playing right now. They are part of the NFL alumni. It's almost like getting a star on the Hollywood Boulevard. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to be at the end of your career to get your star. You know what I mean? So you don't have to be at the end of your career to be a part of the NFL alumni. So a spokesperson, an advocate, they allow me to be able to speak on their behalf when it comes to children, to help them in crisis, to help them build themselves up. A lot of the things that's going on with the NFL, and it gives me the opportunity to bring that to my community. I have something that I've developed that's called SAC, Save a Community Kid. And it kind of goes into the NFL, which is crazy. So it just helps me to help my community, my immediate community. And I'm not just talking about kids that just look like me. I'm talking about the kids, period. Because they need help all around, but especially kids that look like me. But kids,
yes.
But there's no exclusion. It's all inclusion. It's all inclusive. So I'm just really honored to have that platform to be able to speak on behalf of the NFL alumni. Marlon Greenwood is a great guy. He's an awesome guy. And they have a camp right now that they do. It's a sports camp for kids, absolutely free. Kids can come learn how to play football, learn the game, and also learn how to win with pride and learn from your losses. And we're teaching those type of things, giving them life lessons, because it's not just football. Growing up, you're gonna get you're gonna experience some losses, and you're gonna experience, of course, some wins. So win gracefully, but with passion, but learn from your losses. So that's what I think I'm going to be able to, that's what I know that I'm going to be able to bring to the NFL Alumni Association and to my community. And it just goes back to giving back.
Beautiful. That is so awesome. Now, if a child wants to participate in the SAC or in the football camp, how can they participate?
They can reach out to the NFL Alumni Association. Marlon Greenwood, I don't know his information off the top of my head. Maybe in his cookie.
So I will be sure to post it later on. You can get that to me later so that kids can know. And feel free, whenever you're doing something, you have something going on, feel free to tag me on social media.
Most definitely.
We can spread the news with whatever you have going on. And I also know, I remember you said you had your love of music.
Yes.
We have something coming up. What you got going on, brother?
Well, a couple of things coming up, but what we're actually doing. Let me talk about this first thing. What we're doing right now, we're actually heading into our third episode. I am so honored to be able, and I'm happy and excited about this. Last year, or year before last, I'm sorry, we did something called LB Got Talent. And it was a talent show for pretty much like the adults. And it kind of started from, I went to a guy that owned this club, asked me to come in on a Tuesday night to DJ in his club. And I'm like, and a lot of people get it misunderstood. They think because Thump is going to be in your establishment, people are going to come. I had to explain that. People see me on Friday and Saturday nights. Why would they come out on a Tuesday night to come and see me? You know what I mean? So you got to help me promote this thing. So I'm very humble, you know. It's like, but it's Tuesday night. Ain't nobody coming in here. I'm Thump. Why am I sitting in this empty club DJing? This don't look good. It don't look good. So I created something called LB Got Talent. And it was a little twist. You don't have to come to the club and dance. Just come and sit down and be entertained. So I started LB Got Talent, and we did it sort of like what's that Showtime at the Apollo, where the crowd would judge. So that was my strategic. That was my strategy to get people to come, so the crowd can judge. I use a lot of my resources, and I thank God that I have the reputation that I have to be able to call on people. And Tommy C's of Chapman Chrysler Jeep, he donated $1,000. That was the prize. So I'm like, ooh, $1,000. So that drew more people. Fast forward, you make a long story long. It was very successful. Never, none the least to say. So I teamed up with a friend of mine, my sorority sister. I love her to life, Miss Leslie Thomas, and she owns Sight and Sound Candy and More. It's a candy store, and they were doing a talent show called Candyland Talent Show. They didn't get a lot of response. A lot of it was $300 first prize, wasn't a lot of response. And I saw this on Facebook, and I'm like, $300 is not gonna get it. People ain't gonna come out for $300. Says they just not gonna come out. You gotta understand, these talent shows are really for the parents. And $300, the parents like, listen, baby, $300, that's all right. Come on, we go somewhere else. But $1,000, you better juggle puppies or something, boy. You think come out here. So we teamed up, and again, Tommy C is from Chapman Jeep Chrysler. He donated another $1,000 for a prize, and now we're getting people coming in if they would like to register. They're in Vegas, and even if you're not in Vegas, if you want to come to Vegas for the talent show, it's just log on to LB Kids Got Talent. LBkidsgottalent.org and get registered. You can go on and check it out, and you also can see we're already in our third episode. And I say episode because now that I've become the NFL alumni ambassador. You got to say that with some ambassador. The NFL is also behind me, and they got the Sahara Hotel and Casino. We're going to do the finals at the Sahara Hotel and Casino on the Strip. So a lot of kids have never. First of all, most of them have never been on the Strip, let alone to perform in a major casino on the Strip.
Absolutely.
And
do you have the date for that yet? The finals?
Yes, the finals is going to be June 24th at the Sahara Hotel and Casino. And it's going to be televised. It's going to be on PBS. Yes, Blow Them Bubbles, man. Blow Them Bubbles is going to be on the PBS channel as well. So there you go. Oh, that's a big bubble. So it also gives the platform for kids, to be able to get out and do their thing, and not only be at a major hotel on the Strip, but also to be on television. And you get to win $1,000.
Wow, that is awesome. Exposure to experiences will definitely lead to shaping a child's life for the better.
Absolutely. I agree 1,000%, Queen. Yes.
Yeah, sometimes kids, they just don't know that there's more outside of their very small circle.
Mm-hmm.
And that exposure will be huge. I
Yes.
salute you for that. That's awesome. And what else you have going on? You said that was the first thing. You had something else coming up.
I'm doing the oh, gosh the, the sizzling throwback sizzling jam, and I'm trying to pull it up because there's so many artists that's going to be on a part of this. It's the sixth annual, I believe. Yeah, it's the sixth annual throwback sizzling jam, and it's going to be amazing. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's all 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's huge. Here it is. The lineup we have on May 26th. I believe it's oh gosh, uh, Midnight Star. It's an old school day on Friday. Midnight Star. It's going to be a lot of. And then on Saturday you have Tyrese. He's going to be on the Tyrese, and then Sunday we're going to have 112, and it's just so many artists that I don't want to miss anyone. But it's going to be so many artists. It's going to be huge. I will be hosting on Friday. I will be DJing hosting Friday. I'll be DJing on Saturday. And Sunday, we're bringing out my brother. If you remember, Al B. Sure, he was in a coma for over 2 months.
Yeah.
And lots of prayers. You know, he has a praying mother, lots of prayers. A lot of folks have been praying for him. And now this guy is actually going to be hosting the Throwback Sizzling Jam on that Sunday night with me. And that is my brother. And I'm going to tell you, when I was in the hospital, um, I don't know, he got the bat signal somehow that I was in the hospital. And no, he actually called me. He called me and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm laying down." He was laying down. "That ain't my brother. You think, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm in the hospital." And he hung up. I thought we had a
bad connection.
Yeah, he hung up. He called my wife, and then I guess he found out what hospital I was in. And he showed up to the hospital and sat next to my bed, man, held my hand, talked to me. And I'm like, this dude is just, I can't even put into words how much this guy means to me. Like, that's really like my brother from another mother. So, and when I realized that he was in the hospital and in a coma, I was devastated because as I was talking to people that were really close to him, getting information, they were saying that they didn't expect him to make it through the night, and they was already writing him off, and it's like, okay, well, where's my brother? I gotta get a flight. I gotta go out there. So my wife and I went into prayer, just kept praying. Next time I talked to him, he's like, "What's good?" He got that deep voice. "What's good? Thump, 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 thump. What's good? Stop playing." So yeah, that's my guy, man. So yeah, he's going to be hosting on that Sunday. It's going to be great, man. And tickets are available now at throwbacksizzlingjam.com, or if you're in Vegas, you can go to Sight and Sound Candy More, same place where we're having the LV Kids Got Talent, and you get your tickets there. It's going to be amazing, man, amazing. So I stay busy. I thank God for the fact that I am as busy as I am. I don't know, my English teacher might get mad at me for saying that way. It didn't feel right, but I am I am grateful for me being busy and not sitting around wondering when is my next gig. And at this point, I'm DJing when I want to, not so much because I have to. And
that's a beautiful place to be.
Yeah, I thank God for that. And I have a lot of DJs that I put under my wing, and I just thank them for allowing me to pour into them, because I'm not getting any younger. I don't feel like I want to be, 55, 60 years old DJing in clubs anymore. You know what I mean? So I want to go to the next level. I want to pursue my acting and my hosting. And of course, I'm always going to be DJ Thump on the radio or whatever. But I just feel like that if there's a shift in the atmosphere that needs to happen, and I'm so ready for it. I'm ready to pass that torch on to somebody else that deserves it, because what God gave me it wasn't just for me. When people say, "Well, God has for you, it's for you," I don't necessarily believe that. I believe it's for you at that time, but it's also for you to pass that thing on.
Yeah, you were a good steward while you had it, and then eventually you pass it on.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. And some people, they don't even realize that they block other things that may be coming to them because they're holding on so tight to something that they think is theirs, and they don't even know. That closed fist, you can't get anything else in it.
Nah, you got to open up. That's why when I pray, I always open my hands.
Absolutely.
I pray,
Posture of
you know,
receiving. I always
that's
stand
right.
in expectancy, man. Absolutely. Now, one other thing that I really appreciate and respect about you is you have a beautiful marriage. I'm not deep
Yeah.
all in the mix, but just from what I see from my perspective, you've been married a long time, and that's
Going
so
well.
beautiful.
Well, you know what? It don't seem long. It still seems new. And I love it.
That's
And it's
good.
not really that long. We're going on 9 years. This year will be 9 years.
Have you read any marriage stats?
Yeah. But I wouldn't be who I am without that queen, man. Like,
That's
I don't
beautiful.
know. That's man. She has truly changed my world. And it says when a man finds a good thing, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, and he obtains
That's
favor
a
from
good
the
thing.
Lord. Something that was one of the things that I had, because I've been married. I'm gonna be really transparent. I've been married. This is my
Okay.
fourth wife, right? Fourth, and
Well, at least you
no,
believe in marriage. First, you don't succeed.
I believe in relationships. I believe in being in a committed relationship. Despite what everyone says about DJs, that we're the garden tools, and we, you know what I mean, that we don't, we this, we that. My wife has truly showed me something, and by me having the desire to be in a relationship, I've always leaned on that scripture that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. But it's something I didn't pay attention to. That it didn't say he that finds a girlfriend, or he that finds a fiance, or he that finds a boo thing. Is he that finds a wife. So that means she has to be wife material to be found. So I was, yeah. So I was finding girlfriends and boo things, and no shade against any of my exes. I will never disrespect them, because at one point in time, I had interest in them and I had love for them. So I'll never disrespect them. But they weren't the woman for me. And fortunately, I found the woman that was for me. I found my wife material. So that's why DJ, she will not call me Thump. I would not, I'm glad of that. She has never called me Thump unless someone was addressing, because she's my wife injure. She handles all my, my schedules and all that. But she's just an amazing woman, man. And her name is Angel. And God has truly sent me my angel. Like, listen, I'm probably gonna make you laugh. Like, I'm so basic, right? I'm basic. Like, when it comes to eating, like potatoes, rice, meat, stuff that I can pronounce. She got me eating Mongolian food, and you know what I mean, trying stuff that I ain't never had before. And so it's just, she has really, increased my life. And I believe that, and I want your viewers to understand this. If they don't remember nothing else, I want you to remember this. People are going to do one of two things in your life. They're going to compliment you, or they're going to complicate you. There's no in between. There's
Bars.
no, they're going to compliment you, or they're going to complicate you. There's no in between. None. If they're complimenting you, then that's the one. If they're complicating you, you saw that, right? Yeah. If they're the one for you, they're complimenting you. If they're complicating you, they need to move on. Blow bubbles. They need to move on. And that's just not in relationships. That's friends, family, whomever. And my wife truly compliments me, and she put me up on my game to where I had to, in return, compliment her. And she's not in the music business. She's not. This is not her. This is not. She's not in the industry. She doesn't. Her career is so far on the other side of what my career is. It's crazy. And she lets me be Thump, but she also reintroduces Marlon every time I come in that door. You know,
I
so
know
it's like,
that's right.
leave Thump out there. Come on in here. Come on. It's time to eat, Marlon. And she didn't even call me Marlon. She calls me MJ. But when she mad at me, she called me Rice. Rice. Like an old football coach. We'll call you by your last name, Rice. Yeah, but that's my queen. I will not do anything without giving her just due. I'm the same in public with her that I am without her. I don't want nobody saying, "Oh, he acted funny because his wife around." Nah, boo-boo. Nah. Nah.
That's good. That's good. That's true integrity. That's true integrity. When you don't switch up and
You can't, because
based
people
on
call you
who's
out.
around. Yeah.
People call you out.
Yeah. That's why people can't be free, because they got much to hide. You know, man, I'm the same today as I was a long time ago. I grew in professional means and all that, but my character is unwavering. You,
Yeah.
when I finally realized that, like, oh, I'm truly solid. It just makes a difference, and I know I can stand on my name. My name can open some doors, and I love that.
Yeah. You know what? Let me say this, because I'm glad you said that, because your name will not just open doors, it will open doors that you never even knocked on. I didn't knock on this door. I did. I had put that far behind me, like, you're never going to be a part of the NFL. You know, it's over. That part is over. I did not knock on this door. But God said, remember you knocked on this door a long time ago? Remember you planted that seed? Now it's time to reap your harvest. Now it's time for your harvest, man. But a lot of times we block our blessings. We try to chase things that are not for us. And we chasing things that God said, no, this is not for you. But yet we still want to chase it. So yeah, man.
That's good stuff, man. Good stuff. My cousin just said in the comments on Facebook, she receives that. Yeah, they really talking in the Facebook comments.
I want to go on here. I want to see them. I want to be able to see the comments.
You can log on to Facebook. If you go to my page, let me see if I can add you to the live thread. I'm a little slow with this technology. I wish I got an empty.
I'm already good. I'm in here with you.
I'm glad you're technologically more savvy than I.
I just opened up my other computer. That's all.
Y'all, we juggling multiple devices here. This is so awesome. I am so excited, so honored. So what's it like in Vegas right now? I came out there and
it's bi-freaking polar. It is bi-freaking polar right now. The weather is bipolar. Like last week, we were at 98 degrees, 96. Today it was like 72. Tomorrow's gonna be 65. It's crazy. So, but Vegas is going in still. It's Vegas. It's not going to change. Vegas is Vegas. I tell people, if you ever come to Vegas, come to enjoy yourself. But don't get caught up in a hoopla, because Vegas will get you caught up. That old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Nah, that's done. What happens in Vegas goes on social media. You know what I mean? What happens in Vegas? Yeah.
I used to get deep with people. I give them a step-by-step of what not to do when you come here. Do not step outside that crosswalk.
No.
Not climb up on nobody's banister, rail, none of that. It's so many people fall to their death in Las Vegas from climbing up on a rail and falling over. If you go to a pool party, do not drink, because there's so many people who don't make it home. Like, a lot of people don't understand these things happen in Vegas. Like, more people get hit by cars in Vegas than anywhere I've ever heard of. My first year out there.
Yo, on Boulder Highway, that's real talk. On Boulder Highway.
It's like it was a pinball machine for humans. And I'm sorry, whoever had been affected, but They was smacking them on Boulder Highway. Like,
getting points, right? 10 points.
Do they get
points?
I swear I said that. Like, do they get points over there?
And
like,
here's the crazy thing, right? Here's the crazy thing. You'll get hit, and that's it. You're not on the news. You're not.
No charges.
No, they scrape you up. Yeah, get you off the way, man. Traffic coming.
and this is we're making light of it, but I promise y'all, this is for real. Like, I remember the news one time. This 15-year-old girl got hit by a car. And she jaywalking. She was in a coma. Metro showed up at the hospital and served that girl's mother a citation while she in a coma.
Man, if you're gonna pass out, I need you to pass out on the sidewalk, ma'am. Don't pass out.
Don't you dare jaywalk, because that's your butt. Like, it's like the people who out there, they know they can run you down and get points.
You know what? I will say this though. You know, from a young man, little black boy that came out of South Central LA, and I've witnessed horrible authority in Los Angeles. Like the police, horrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Horrible. But coming out here to Vegas, I love the bridge that that Metro has placed for Metro and the community. I do a lot of things with Metro. We have the best, and I'm going to say this, man, I'm not taking it back. We have the best authority, the best police department in the world. Yeah, they have a Black Police Association as well. They do so many things with the community, and they want to. I love the fact they want to bridge that gap, you know. And of course, I had to come to the realization, because again, I'll tell you, I'm from South Central LA. We don't talk to the police. You don't say nothing to the police. You know, you keep it walking. Police come, you turn. Can I talk to you? No, I can't talk to you. But out here, you know, it's like I said, it's crazy. Like, I've gotten so many awards, and just for being a part and helping in the community with Metro, Bolden Area Command, North Las Vegas Police Department. They want to engage with the community, and I love that. So if you come to Vegas, one, know that you are safe. Two, they are now anywhere. There's bad people, there's good people, but there's not a lot of bad police. There's not a lot of bad. I'm not gonna say there's none. I'm gonna say there's not a lot of bad police officers, and the ones that are bad, they stick out like a sore thumb, because the other officers, they're so genuine and so cool. I did experience getting pulled over by a police officer before, and of course, yeah, they were, black man, nice car. You know, what are you doing? Nice truck. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? And I immediately called one of the police officers that I knew, and it was handled immediately. Now, everyone don't have that privilege, unfortunately, to have a lot of, you know, friends, people that you know that's in authority. But it was nipped in the bud right away, and I've never had any more problems.
That's good.
Yeah.
I had a couple get out of jail free card out there, and I don't honestly remember. I know one. I used to have a landlord who was a lieutenant, and the other one, I don't remember how I got it, but I had good interactions with Metro while I was there. I miss Vegas.
Come on back, man. Vegas miss you. Come on back. You were on the East Coast. You went far from us. You went far from us.
Yeah. I'm in Atlanta though, man. Atlanta has been good to me.
Atlanta's fire, man. Atlanta, man. Shouts out to Atlanta, man. ATL is fire. I did a show out there before, man. I didn't want to leave. Atlanta is popping.
Atlanta has been good. I went back because my granddaughter still's there, so I go back at least a week a year.
Atlanta is the country as East Coast I ever saw in my life. Like, it's the country as East Coast. Like, how are you on the East Coast and you that country? What's up, Wally? Country out there in the ATL.
Now that's those New Orleans transplants.
Okay,
They're
all
talking about
right.
that water. A lot of them came here after Katrina. I have only been here 10 years. So the New Orleans flood came before I came here. But
Okay.
that's been my experience. The ones that talk like that. Now there's some non-grammatical folks here. but
I
but
get it.
the thing that I love so much here is the blackness, the black excellence. Like I tell people, man, my mayor's name is Dre. The last mayor name was Keisha. The mayor
Wow.
before her was Kasim.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta is
Well,
black
Assalamu
and black.
alaikum, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Like
I
wow.
mean, from the highest officials, like the school boards. I mean, it's very Afrocentric here. You can come here, and if you're willing to go get it, it's here for you. So that I can say. My first year here, we had the whole state turned into a sheet of ice, and I almost left then. Uh, but I'm still here. So, I'm seeing what God got for me. Right now, I think my next move probably be somewhere tropical.
Yo, I'm actually looking at some of these remarks, man. Yo, you got a lot of people following you.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to Kid Draper, James Lee, what's happening? Richard
That's my
Rick.
daddy.
Okay, all right, Cheryl Gunn Martin.
That's my mom.
Hey mama, how you doing, Queen?
Yeah,
If
man.
they-
My people, they rock with me, and Rick Ellerby is a friend of my parents. He tunes in every time I'm on. Thank you so much, Rick, for always supporting me.
well, listen, I
And my
want to make
cousin.
sure like your people follow me because
Oh,
unfortunately,
we're gonna
like
definitely get there. We're gonna definitely
I,
get there.
I look at my Instagram and I'm kind of sad because I've been in this business a long time. And if you look at my Instagram, you be like, he ain't got millions of followers like everybody else, man. I'm just at like 4,000. I need to get that,
Yeah.
150K or something. I need to get up there. So DJ Thump LV on Instagram. Come
Yes.
on,
Make sure
follow,
y'all
brother.
follow my guy.
Somebody told me that, well, you got to start posting. Like, man, I ain't got time to make doing all that, man. But I'm gonna make the time. I'm gonna make that time.
Yeah. I'm working on it. Also, man, my time just isn't. Ugh. When you're busy, you don't have time for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I done turned off my Facebook. Shoot. How do I get back to it? So when we can, I will definitely. Oh, Cherie. So let me see. I'm gonna have to send you this picture. See if you remember Cherie and Donald. Donald.
I do. I do remember Cherie and
Dude.
Donald. I
Oh.
do. I do remember. I remember them very well. You gotta love them, man. You gotta love them.
So Cherie is
Donald.
Cherie is actually my daughter.
Really?
Cherie is my baby.
Really? Hosey. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah. That's my boy Donald. Yeah. Yeah. Donald, how you doing, man? I'm all right. That's my man. What?
Oh, love
That,
them, love them, love them.
but it's
So they're
crazy.
watching.
You are, hey, Donald, what's up, brother Donald? Cherie, I love you to life. She always hits me up. Hey, DJ Thump. Hey, Cherie. I love her to life, man. She is a character, man. I love Cherie. She is a character, man.
There she
A
goes.
good character. She's a good character, though. I remember, Cherie, do you remember this? I believe it was a Dr. Martin Luther King parade. And she had lost her bag. And you remember that? She had lost her bag. And I felt bad. I was on the stage. And her and Donald were on the side. And Donald, came up there. He says, Thump, my wife lost her bag. So I was like, okay. So we kind of stopped the parade almost. It was almost like, hey, we're looking for a bag, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they ever recovered that bag, but we pretty much stopped the parade. Like, hold on, y'all, hold on. I know that, but we need to find this bag. You know what I mean? And that's just how much they mean to me, man. I love Donald. I love Cherie. Just, oh man, just I get chills. That is, she is so full of energy. I love Cherie. So what's up? What's up, Queen? Oh man, Cherie. She said, yes, I do. I remember that.
Yeah, that's my bad. I remember when so we were members of Victory Missionary Baptist Church,
Mm-hmm,
Dr.
mm-hmm.
Fowler, and
Oh, Donald will let everyone
that was
know that he was part of Victory. Yeah,
he sure would. And
yeah.
there was a guy sniffing around my baby. I said, Mookie, I call her Mookie. Mookie, meet somebody at church. Man, within 2 weeks, here come Donald. And it's like we had their wedding on the strip at a chapel, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. It was so beautiful because if you know them,
Yeah.
you know it's really innocent love, and it's what God intended. And so we just, my family, we support them in every way that we can. They're here in Atlanta now. Been here since
So,
2017.
so this is crazy, right? I laugh at this all the time. Donald would come up to when I was at the other station. I was at 88.1. He would come up to the station all the time and just hang out, with us. And we didn't care. That's Donald. Come on, man. We did our membership drive. Donald would help out. Whatever he could do, he was coming to hang out. So I remember the day he told me that they were getting married. He was getting married. He's like, yeah, I'm getting married. And so I said, Donald, he said, and he told me her age, right? There's an age difference there, right? I said, Donald, your wife is pretty young, man. Can you handle all that? Donald said, oh, yeah. Oh man, I love me some Donald, man. I love that dude. He said, oh man.
Yeah, and I went through it on the opposite side. One of the ladies, Sister Audrey at the church, she knew I wasn't crazy about it at first, and she said, aside from his age, is there anything you don't like about this young man? I said, no, ma'am. She said, well, see how it goes. And here we are. They got married in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm so happy, and I know isn't chiming in the comments. She ain't saying anything, but they're on. He was watching when I told him that I was going to have you on. He said, "Oh yeah, okay. Where he at?" I said, "He's not here. He's going to be on Zoom." So they're on.
So listen, Brother Donald, because that's what we called him, Brother Donald. I love you. I miss you, bro. And to Cherie, she always hits me on my Facebook all the time. She definitely follows me. So Cherie Hosey, I love you too, Queen. I miss you. And man, I just send all my love. So big hugs to both of you guys. I love you to life, man. I really do. Bubbles.
I must got it. I don't know how to touch it. There we go.
So now I'm sitting there going, I'm trying to blow it. I ain't got no bubbles.
Yeah, I love it. Well, brother, I am not going to hold you. We are approaching an hour. I am so honored that you came on. And wrapping up, is there anything else you want to leave the people with?
Just be good to each other. A very wise man told me this before. He said, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Be nice to people. You never know who you're talking to. You could be talking to one of God's angels.
That's right.
Just check on your people and put God first. Don't be ashamed to let people know that God is in your life. I don't. I can do it in public. I can, my wife and I, we pray at the restaurant. We don't care. We pray out loud, because I want other people to be blessed. You know what I mean? So we just remember to put God first. And Follow me. I need some more people on my Instagram. Follow me. Man, DJ Thump LV on Instagram. I got plenty on Facebook. I need all my followers on Facebook. Go over to Instagram. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna shut my Facebook page down for a minute. See if I can get more people on my Instagram. But so I want to definitely say this to you, Queen. Thank you so much for giving me this platform. When you asked me to come on, it's like, you know what, I'm going to make the time because I want to be a part of what you're doing. I'm going to click and follow. I will be a subscriber, and if there's anything that I could do, please let me know. And I would like to flip this around and invite you to come and hang out with me on my morning show. And we can talk about some things on the morning show. You guys can listen.
Wait a minute. Let's not gloss over this. The number one morning show in the Valley. Yes. Let's not gloss over that.
There's a lot of people that say it. A lot of people that the other radio stations that say we got the number one morning show. You know, bless your heart and all your body parts. But Nielsen say something totally different. You know, you can check with Nielsen. Been number one for 8 months straight. I've only been beaten 3 times, and that's by a Spanish speaking station. They don't count. They are in their own little world. Bless their hearts too. But yeah, the number one, God has placed me in a place where I'm able to bless folks every morning. I'm the first voice a lot of people hear in the mornings, and I do not take that for granted. They listen to me faithfully, and everyone knows, let's go. That's Thump's slogan, man. Let's go. So I appreciate everyone that listens and supports. I thank everybody. Wow. I just got a message. I'll read that in a second. But I just appreciate everyone that supports me. And again, follow me.
At DJ Thump LV.
Right. Unfollow me, then follow me again. Make sure that it works. I need followers, man. I need followers.
And we can I have about 4,600 on Instagram. We can even go live on there sometime.
Nice.
And going live directly there versus through this platform like we did here, it can help boost traffic. I'm on TikTok. I don't know if you're active on TikTok. TikTok has become my favorite platform. I don't know what their algorithms do. Listen, the algorithms on TikTok.
I think I only have 2 videos up.
We're gonna have to work that out.
I know, man.
So I will give you some clips. I will have this edited and give you some clips that you can use. And we will most definitely, Reverend James Hosey, by the way. Oh yeah, that's my daddy. We will have some clips for you that you can use on your platform because you dropped some bars. But if you have flyers for your events, I will most certainly be happy to post because I still have a lot of connections in not only in Vegas, but I have a lot of connections in the music business. So I can most definitely post and share. And
one more thing. Wait, I'm sorry. One more thing.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention this. Oh my gosh. I host. It's every last Sunday of the month. And it's Champagne Sundays with Corey the Poet. And when I tell you, this is not just where you hear poetry and you snap. No, this is a full production. It's amazing. KHOREE, Corey the Poet. Check him out. Go to his page. It's a phenomenal show. It is. It's on Sundays at 2 p.m. And goes until about 3:30. So you're home around 4 o'clock. You got the rest of the day to yourself. So it's not taking up your Sunday, getting your kids ready for school. You get ready to go to work. It's a phenomenal show. He's the first poet to ever have a Las Vegas residency at a major casino on the Strip. Yeah. In the history of Las Vegas. So he's at the Rio in the Duomo Lounge, and it's phenomenal. We had the group As Yet pull up last Sunday. They got up there last night. You were so empty. You told me secrets that they sing much better than me, but yeah, they did their thing up there. Chris,
how you spell that lounge name?
DUOMO, Duomo, at the Duomo Lounge. and Duo Duomo. Yeah, Duomo. And Chris Gotti, the brother of Irv Gotti, the one he co-founded Murder Inc. He was there. He actually came on my morning show this morning. We had a great time.
I saw it.
And the next event is going to be on the 28th. And of course, my brother, Al B. Sure. He's going to be in the building. And then we both want to caravan over to Craig Ranch for Throwback Sizzle and Jam. So we got a busy weekend, but just want everybody to follow me. I'm going to use your advice right now, Queen. I'm going to start posting more and doing videos so people can understand what's going on. I have a lot going on, and I want to give back to those that really want to get back out and have a good time. You know what I mean? So let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. I might pop out there to Vegas that weekend. That's Memorial Day weekend. I might pop out there.
Yo, come on. Your money no good. I got you, Indy. Come on. I got you. Come on to the show. As a matter of fact,
okay.
Got your tickets right here. Your tickets right here.
Woo!
I got you. You good. Come on, hang out with you. Come on, hang out with your brother.
I got you. I'm coming. I gotta confirm that date because that might be. I gotta think.
That's well. That whole
Mommy,
weekend.
my mother knows the dates of the stuff I'm talking about. Mommy, make sure Memorial Day weekend is not the date I need to do this stuff because I think I'm going to Vegas.
So yeah, bless your family. May success reign in your community, individually and collectively. That God have His will and His way. I'm just so honored to be on your show with you. Thank you so much, Queen, for this opportunity. Anytime, hit me up, Thump. I want you. I need you. I need you to come holler at whatever. Let's go. I got you.
And anytime you want me to post bubbles on your show, first of all, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm 3 hours ahead of you. So your morning show is not morning for me. So
So my morning show starts at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And it's 11 years. So.
Right.
Wait a minute. You start at 5 a.m.?
I start at 5 a.m.
Okay.
5 to 10. 5 to 10 Pacific Standard Time.
Cool. Well, hey, I'm a
morning person. Download the app. Jammin' 1057 app is free, or log on to jammin1057.com.
Jammin'. I'm trying to put this in the comments so that Jammin' 105 app, 1057.
Jammin' 1057 app. And then you can listen online at jammin1057.com.
Okay. So you all make sure y'all follow my brother, especially on Instagram. And we're going to get his TikTok up too, because TikTok is very friendly for monetization. But are you familiar with fan page?
Yes.
Fan page has the lowest threshold for monetization.
Really?
The lowest.
See, it's okay. I'm just okay. We connected, brother and sister here. We connected.
Yes. So I'm all about learning the business of stuff. Even though I am a creator, I learn the business side of it so that I can structure my creative side properly. Most creatives suck at business. Yeah. And I happen to be blessed to have both. My parents, they were just the perfect collaboration. Thank you, mommy and daddy. They both on here. Thank you. But yes, I got the perfect blend of the business and the creative side. So anything that I know, I'm always trying to share it because there's so many people who they lack in that regard and they just want to create. But yeah, so we're connected. We're gonna connect. Fan pages is real though. They got all the things that like carousels, reels, and lives, and you can do your own rooms. You can do subscriptions. They have all of that in that platform.
We're gonna get it,
y'all. And that was created by Isaac Hayes Jr., so the son of the legendary singer Isaac Hayes.
What?
Yeah, he created this app. Yes.
So,
yes, that's a brother on that thing.
Black Moses.
But man, yep. So he did it. It was partially because he's the manager of his father's estate, and it had a lot to do with the things that were happening with his royalties and all that. So, yep, fan page. Make sure
Man,
y'all go
shout
download
out,
that too.
rest in peace, man, to the Black Moses, man. Yeah. All right.
Yes, 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 yes. Well,
Well, I thank
brother,
you, Queen. I
thank
appreciate you.
you. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna go out one more time blowing bubbles because when I sign off, I always say, stay popping.
And I always say, I'm D1, I'm done. And I'm G1, I'm gone.
Thank you.
Blessings, Queen.